Hi, this right here helps you to access your system from any laptop or PC without using internet, and that is your external hard drive. So watch this video to the end to know the step-by-step process, and also I'll show you how to solve some errors while accessing your system from other laptops or PCs. So let's start. First, connect your hard drive to your laptop or PC. It's not going to be any problem whether it's Mac or Windows or Linux. Now open any browser and search for Virtualbox. I have given the link in the description. From there you can visit this website. Here click on download Virtualbox and here you can select for which OS the Virtualbox is. I am on Mac, so I'll go with OS X. But don't worry, I'll give you a specific link for every OS in the description. Once downloaded, install it. I have already installed it on my laptop. Now check out this video to see how to install any operating system on Virtualbox, and while installing, just choose location file in hard drive so that it will be installed on your external hard drive. I have installed Linux and CentOS on my hard drive. The file location is in the partition 1. I divided my hard drive into two partitions. Here it is in Virtualbox VMs. In that you can see Linux, CentOS and other systems. For now I'll show you the Linux folder and the CentOS folder. In Linux folder, this is the Linux operating system. When you install Linux, you will see this file in the specified location. And the same for the CentOS too. Now I'll show you whether the both systems are working fine or not. Let's start with Linux. You can see I am starting Linux in default setup, which is a snapshot of Linux system. If you don't know what snapshots are, when we update system or install any app, if the system gets crashed, we can get back to the previous state, where we haven't yet updated or installed any app, if we had created a snapshot of it. And these are the pros of using virtual machines. So it is asking for username and password. I'll enter them. You can see it's working fine. Now let's create a folder here as Kali Linux. Now let's close this and open CentOS. CentOS is a heavy operating system. It is similar to Red Hat Linux operating system. Instead, CentOS is used to get adapted to Red Hat Linux system because Red Hat Linux system is paid, whereas CentOS is freely available. You can see it is asking me for username and password. I'll enter them. It is the desktop. Now let's open files. You can see it's working fine. Now let us see how we can access it from any laptop or PC. I have my Windows. Let's access it from this PC. Now I'll plug in my external hard drive. To access the operating system, you need to install Virtualbox. I have already done that. First, let us access the Linux. For that, click on New and give it a name. You can give it any name, but giving the OS name will automatically choose the below options like system type and version. And specify RAM. Here select use an existing virtual disk file and click on this folder icon. Click on add and specify the VDI file, which in my case it is in partition 1 Virtualbox VMs, Linux, and in Kali Linux you can see this VDI file. Now select it and click on open. Now click on choose and then create. Now let's start this Linux system. It is working fine, but there is no file which we have created before because this Linux system which we are running is not the default setup. Now let's close it. And sometimes after doing the initial setup and when we start the system, it will show an error saying install extension pack. For that, go to tools, preferences, then extensions, and now click on this add icon and select the Virtualbox extension pack. I have given link in the description to download it, and the file is same for any operating system. Now click on install and it will show you some terms. Scroll down and click on I accept. This will install the extension pack. Then the system will start without any issues. Now another way to add the system is by clicking on add, choose VDI file, which is in Virtualbox VMs. In CentOS, you can see it is not showing any files. Don't worry, it is because you can only add snapshots. So click on cancel and click on new. Give it the system name, specify RAM. Here select do not add a virtual hard disk. Click on create and then click on continue. Now select the system and click on settings. Here go to storage. Click on this controller setup. Now click on this icon and select hard disk. Now click on add. Specify the VDI file location. It will be added here. Now select it and click on choose. Now you can use your operating system. Now let us start CentOS. You can see it is working fine. Now let us access the Linux with the default setup, which is a snapshot. So click on add, specify the location, which is in partition 1, Virtualbox VMs, Linux and Kali Linux. Here you can see you don't find the main Linux VDI file, it only shows the snapshots. So select it and click on open. Now you can see the Linux with the default setup snapshot is added. Now let's start this. Here you can see the file that I have created before. So that's how you can install any system on your external hard drives and access them from any laptop or PC. And you can say it's even better to install systems on pen drive and boot it from any laptop. You can do that, but you can't extend the storage of the system, you can't use it to store any data, and you can't install multi-systems on a single device. And anyway, both has its pros and cons. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. So that's it for the video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.